all the excuses of the world, and how filthy this world actually is, and how people will go so far to defend their pagan bullshit. You know, I went through some of these, what shall we say, television channels on the internet, stream channels and all that. Just testing my video program, which I think is loading in the background. Well, actually, that's the media play or the music player. So that's the music player now in regards to the two Babylons, different chapters and all that. Still having some problems getting it to work. I'm still trying to reach out to get the newest versions of these applications so I can test if, having older versions doesn't really make any sense, because if I find mistakes, that the new versions doesn't have, in regards of being fixed and all that, that's, it's wasting. But anyway, let's see if he'll send these new versions to me so I can get further in regards to testing them. It's actually also very bad that he hasn't put the newest versions in the package itself. But, that's just how it is. Anyway, so I was looking at some of these video things, there's different things of testing the application. Different how different videos for testing it out and all that. And one of them was in regards of streaming these video files apparently, but of course that didn't work. A lot of them is broke, I guess, because it's pretty. When I looked at the files and all that, it's not totally new. So. Which I guess he has a lot of applications and all that. So I don't know how many people there are, but it's a lot of things to, a lot of balls to have up in the air. So I do understand why he wouldn't update it, like, but still, it's anyway. So still problems with the player, in regards to the mobile here. I can only see the list. I can't see the thing up. It's if I turn it around, I can see a little of it. At least more of the screen, and yet it's still not enough, right? You still have. So what one can do is to push that button, and then you actually see the top of the screen. I'm not sure how to sort that out. I'm going to look, into that. But again, I'm looking into, I need the newer editions before actually, whatever. I can still work with the older edition. Hopefully, he will just send me the new editions, or I'll have to, I guess, pay for the applications that actually is updated. So, instead of the full package, I would actually have thought that you would actually get access to everything in his, because it says you're getting access to everything, and yet you get one file. So instead of actually getting access to the different files where he's updating and all that, you're getting one big package, which because of him and all. I'll have to ask him about that. I guess maybe it's too hard. There's a lot of things to do, I guess. Anyway, so these are like HTTP live streaming, apparently. Learning a little here in regards of all these things. And sadly, things actually the one that I actually was very, I was like, that's actually nice. That is the Hebrew, but the problem is the Hebrew is in Hebrew and not in English. So, but follow along. Oh, see, can we stop it again? Apparently having some problems here, technical issues, I guess. More than a little few, 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it stopped. Again, there's, some problems here and there for sure. Okay, so we are at it again. There we go. So I'm still trying around with this. Can I try? Yeah, I can turn it around. I'm still trying around with this, and again waiting for the newer version. So at least I'll be able to fix it in newer editions. So whatever. But I was looking at other, I was trying to find channels that was not death and was Christian in nature at least, so it wouldn't be so much of satanic bullshit. But the thing is, a lot of these channels, I just looked on my computer on some of them that I found, and like it says have a what is like a Merry Christ Mass, oh, give me a break. It's like it's all paganism. It's just so much paganism all around. It's like it's a huge amount of Christianity is full of paganism, full of pagan. Oh yeah, that was actually the thing that I wanted to actually sell on this place. And he says, I'm not going to say that the information is wrong. Oh really? You're not going to say the information is wrong? Okay. Well, but I believe the interpretation is way off base. Really? Belief, faith is different for each individual, and you can't decide what someone should. In the Bible, that might be a good thing instead of canon laws and traditions and all that bullshit. Let's go back to the Bible. How do we actually know that things are true? Yeah, we go back to the Bible. Incredible. Because they are written in a book. So let's see. Also, how can you be sure that the way you would describe the numerous sections are incorrect? I have no idea what he's talking about. But anyway, no, he's answering an article on paganism and Christianity, and it's pretty much so. They talk about Halloween, Christ Mass, Easter, and traditional Christian doctrines. So it's an article on all these pagan bullshit traditions that we have around. That leads me to see where your faith lies. Not that there is anything wrong with that. I would think that he's probably a Roman Catholic, and it's just, I do agree about all the images in the Catholic Church, but most of them are of Mary and Jesus. This is again like, I agree that there's problems in regards to the idols and image, but most of them is in regards of Jesus and Mary. Well, are they really? Most of them are of Mary and Jesus. That Mary that the Roman Catholics has is the so-called Queen of Heaven. You might look into in regards to the Sumerians, and in regards to the Queen of Heaven, in regards of Inanna, and the pagan trinity with the woman, the Queen of Heaven, Venus, and anyway, let's not go into that too much, right? But most of them are of Mary and Jesus, he says. I think God would have a big problem with people bowing down, kneeling, making the upside cross and bowing down to these images and idols and lighting candles and fixing the, which I never can remember, incense thing and all that and whatever in front of these images. Crawling. Oh, it's just disgusting. Anyway, kissing. Issue with that. I don't think God would be annoyed that his son and his son's mother were on display on his house of worship. Do you? ? He says. Finally, I can't see where you get that God believes Christians' belief is based on pagan practices. Oh, I guess you don't know history either, But I don't believe it really means anything. Oh, yeah, it does mean anything, yeah. Apparently, however, it appears that you said in your belief. After reading this. Well, yeah, it's just, he's probably a Roman Catholic minister. I don't know, whatever. But he doesn't really say, but... it seems like he's defending Roman Catholicism, or whatever. He might be, but it seems like it would be, Roman Catholic would probably be the. But this is utter bullshit. And what is the article about? Yeah, it's Catholics in regards to their cookie Jesus, their false cookie Jesus, and their blasphemy of the Mass. Where they think to what do we call it? A little too much essential oil there. But anyway, where they think to sacrifice the cookie Jesus all over again for the dead and living. Yep, that's a great money business, by the way. Anyway, that's pagan bullshit. That's just, how much in your face can Halloween be? But apparently people are just utterly blind. People don't care, and I'm just getting fed up with it. I'm getting fed up with liars, deceivers, and yeah. I guess that's more. Yeah, it's just incredible. I'm just getting fed up with us. You want to lie, deceive, and tell, falsehood? You got to be kidding me. And people defending these holidays and worships God. These are people standing for the truth, out there in regards of ministries, because I really don't know of any ministries in Denmark that really. So I would probably, if I would support someone, I would support someone that stood for the truth. That makes sense, doesn't it? Incredible. This Lutheran state church in Denmark is utter. That was something that Luther was very, very loud about. And you go around and ask the so-called Lutherans, ask them about who's the Antichrist. And they don't know. They don't know. And if you tell them, they don't want to talk to you. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. No, are they kidding me? It's just incredible, Against the Roman papacy, and stuff. I know. Why would that maybe be? Maybe sending what do you call it? Sending a what do you call it? A signal to people. Whatever. I can't remember the words at the moment. I'm just so tired of liars, deceivers, and bullshitters, pretty much. I'm so tired of it. I'm really, really, really tired of it. I'm getting, it's pretty much, I just don't have much tolerance for this bullshit. If it's paganism, it's paganism, okay? It's just, give me a break. You don't run around the Christmas tree, and try to make it any better and all that, and, give me a break. So I just, so seeing some of these programs as well, it's like, okay, so-called, Christian channels, as it should be, and you see Christmas. Well, what is this video? Oh, I've been a minister for 16 or 17 years. Well, maybe, it's just incredible. Yeah, I was really shocked to read this. I was like, yeah, maybe you need to read the Bible, a little more, Find out, if that can shock you after being a minister for 17 years, something must be wrong. So still standing for the law and it's just incredible. And the truth, No, because they are Judaizers. Oh, the Judaizers are some of the worst people on the earth, right? It's incredible. These Romanizers promoting all that pagan bullshit. That's okay, but don't give us these biblical festivals that is found in the Bible that our master really kept, Don't give us that. Oh, now you are a Judaizer. Oh, a filthy Judaizer. That should be kidding me, it's just outrageous. Oh, what other nonsense world we live in, This is I'm just so tired of all that bullshit, Anyway. So... yeah, it seems to have problems with the others. I guess they don't work as, okay. It's trying to, I thought, but anyway, there was these channels, I think one was Aramaic and the other, but you're just going from one and you're just looking at it and it's just, oh, we have a Christmas tree, and celebrating Christmas, happy Christmas in regards of Christ Mass, going back to the filthy mass of the Roman Catholics and, all that bullshit, all that worldly pagan, just, 500 years. And this is where we are. What others, it's very shameful, very, very shameful. Yeah, but don't get those Judaizing festivals into our church, Oh, Halloween! Oh, Halloween! That's something to... let's get that in. We can talk about death and all that, Let's get Halloween in. That smells pagan enough, right? We don't want to have these biblical festivals found in the Bible inside our church, that would be awful, right? But that's not case. It's utterly not case, but that's how it is. It is how it is. It's very sad, but that is how it is. Yeah, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, no, I'm not good. It's just incredible, Promoting Easter and Christ Mass and Halloween and Sunday bullshit. Why do you find that Sunday is the day that, no, that Yeshua to the synagogue on the Sabbath? Oh yeah, the Sabbath. Dude, the last day of the week, Yeah, that's not Sunday. It's not the venerated day of the sun god Sol Invictus, Mithras, Sol Invictus, and other names and all that. No, that's the first day of the week, Yeah, but who cares about that anyway? Apparently no one cares about the truth, Just incredible. I thought that they washing with puke all over, pretty much drowning in their own puke. I guess it's not only Denmark, It's incredible. They just don't. They're just full of lies and deceptions. Oh, evolution, huh? 82% of the Danish people believe in evolution. It's a stinking deception. It's a satanic bullshit, paganism. But no. Let's just, fairy tales for the blind people, I guess. And people don't care, People just don't care. Even the proclaimed Christians, And that, okay, one thing is the pagans that runs and do all these stupidities, right? And another thing is the Christians, The Christians that should stand for truth and have the spirit of truth in them, right? Yeah. I just don't know anymore. It's just incredible. What a nutcase woman. No sugar in it. Said to be antimicrobial and all that. Pretty strong as well. Also, if you have pain in your gums, it's something that can pretty much help on that as well. But it's antimicrobial. It kills bacteria and fungus and so forth. By the way, full of antioxidants. Actually, the standard glows are actually the number one, full of antioxidants, and not only of antioxidants, but phenols or something like that. Whatever. You can actually eat them as candy. I did have a bag somewhere, apparently. I just use them as candy, You can open a little package and you can eat them like candy, it's on the table over there. In the gloves, I think as I remember. But anyway, whatever. If you're battling fungus, the fungi. And be careful, be careful. Yeah, I pretty much gotten used to the strength of it, But it can be somewhat powerful, where I don't understand why this doesn't work anymore. But apparently it doesn't work. I guess maybe my computer is too hot or something like that. But anyway, I'm just tired of the stinking lies, The Berean call, how could you? Okay, that's in regards to the bit. That's Dave Hunt. So he's dead now. But he also talked about the Antichrist and all that. And then you put, you're either getting banned that people is trying to deflect what is true, what every Protestant knew in the past, And, what other outrageous bullshit, And that was in regards of the ucg.org, in regards of Beyond Today. I think I have some of their things actually. I think they send it to me free. You can find different, and they all have their strength and, their, what do you call it, strength and weaknesses, I guess, I guess you can always find fault with, but some are absolutely closer to the truth than others, If those congregations that seems to keep the Sabbath is absolutely more serious about the truth. I remember finding on Wikipedia, I find this page in regards to these nominations. Then what we have in the standard, whatever. So that was nice. Now you can, you can always find something that you don't agree with, but it's nice to get in the right direction, right? So what do we have here? Oh, that's in regards to the song. So yeah, well, 84. Yeah. Give me the newest updates for these applications so I can begin to test that out and see what issues that are, that is fixed and which issues is still there. And then continue to add information on the web page and getting this to work. Still, again, I have two players that I could, in using both of them, but I'm not sure which one the player is very nice, the player is very nice. The problem is in regards of the mobile issues, where it probably will be easier to fix on the music player than the video player. So yeah, whatever. And how it works better. And little by little, it will hopefully get up and running. I'm not a fast person to. It goes a little slow here and there. I need to, fix how it's. Yeah, but anyway, it's going forward. I should probably, okay, we have a problem in regards to the battery as well, okay. And I should probably stop. I'm just tired of the pagan bullshit. In regards to proclaimed Christians, It's just, I'm not sure why these things don't want to open anymore, but I had this list of different, again, maybe the computer is too hot because I have not started. My fan is dead. It's an old computer and all that, and yeah, it's so usually I pretty much just turn it off, but I guess it gets a little heated when I turn it off. It's still working, still working, but sometimes it tends to make a little weird things when it, I guess, get a little too hot, I guess. So that could be the reason why it won't play them. So I'll guess. I'm not sure in regards of hopefully with the yeah, I'm not sure in regards of these these channels, if that is a good idea. I guess I'm just trying things out and seeing how it works and all that. That's pretty much it at the moment, trying to get everything sorted out and see how things works. And didn't I have a list of those someplace? Oh yeah, in Notepad. I can actually close this down. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that. That might also take a little resources. And this one I need. This one I could close as well. Found some. It just feels like there's a lot of not what I want. It's nice to have like control over things, like 150 psalms in regards of the biblical. I want to go closer to the Bible, like the 150 psalms of, sadly made by a Roman Catholic. Hopefully he will repent, but and not having too much of Roman Pharisee Paulus and all that, and all weirdy things and all that, and lawlessness. Well, anyway, I guess I just have to make my own things in some sense at some point, concentrate it down, But defending Christmas and defending Easter and Halloween and the Sunday bullshit and all that, it's just all, but can be led back to paganism. It's utterly outrageous, and people are just clinging to these things with their, fingers, the claws or whatever, Incredible. Okay, it doesn't seem to work with these last. I don't know what happened with that. Guess there wasn't really anything special in them anyway, but I don't know why. It will probably also have lost these links that I have put on, and I only had them in the program, so that's not so good. Of course, I have went through most of them. I just don't understand why it just would stop working. Maybe I can put a video in the playlist and then make it the playlist in. The playlist is still there. I'm running via. I don't know. I don't know why it removes the playlist every time you actually open something. Oh, there we go. It's an interesting video, I guess. In regards of a Protestant that ends up in the SS and see what they do to the Jews and what is going on, and thereby he continues in the SS. He ends up hanging himself in the last. It's just apparently it's based on a true story. I think in regards of it talks about he's writing after. He's writing his story and what he has seen and whatever and all that, as I understand it. So, okay, at least now after another. Oh, that was nice. That was even lower. Way. Again, I guess the laptop is probably very heated. Yeah, it's pretty hot. And if I have a standard keyboard that was made for it, it will blow the keyboard pretty much. I've had at least 2 keyboards being destroyed by the heat. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So, standing on top of it, that's great. It works, it works. So, but yeah, it's getting there, I guess. So, paganism and Christianity, posted on this and that, yeah. Okay, I guess I don't have any. You talk to these different priests and all that, and they're just bullshitters. It's like Kierkegaard said in regards of, why is Kierkegaard actually in regards to the text? Yeah, is that Kierkegaard? No, that's in regards of fungus. Oh, that is in regards. Oh, here we go with Kierkegaard. There we go. He also talks against Paulus as well. Kierkegaard figured out that the problem was already at the beginning in regards of Paulus, Roman Pharisee Paulus. But he had an interesting quote in regards of. He talks about what I have done is to hold up Christ's preaching alongside the preaching of the so-called apostle. That would be Paulus. He says preaching of the apostle. Christianity marches to the different melody to the tune of "Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along." Yeah, and that is absolutely true. Oh, we have maybe something working now. Let's see. Oh yeah. That took a long time for it to work. Wow. So now it seems to work. I don't know why it didn't, why it had Arabic or whatever, but we'll see. Oh, I know that. What? No. That must be my video. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's so okay. It didn't play the. Okay, the whole list apparently doesn't work of those last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those last 5 apparently doesn't work. So after it went through it, it went to the video that I had on the list. Protestantism. For the paid ministers have no interest to correct the error precisely because they make a living off of vain conceit that they instill in the flock to think they are all Christians. This keeps the money flowing in the form of tithes and offerings, yet it keeps the people in self-delusion that they are Christians. That's some of it. There's a lot of pages here. But, yeah. Thought it was around here. It should be actually very close to maybe in the next page. No. There we go. That's another from Kierkegaard. I wonder how much with his lying gang of preachers and professors these Christian experts who, in mass, provide an excellent commentary on every Bible passage to death and the devil. Yeah, pretty much. And this is from what, 18 something like 1817, 1850s or something like that, when Kierkegaard lived. Christianity. But anyway, guess they don't want to talk about that, apparently. I don't know how much